What's up, folks? This is Heine's morning update, except it's 10:20 p.m. on Sunday night. Anyway, I've got a meeting early in the morning. I want to get these levels out for you guys because there's a lot going on, so I'll share that in a second. So we'll start with the downside. Right now, ES is pretty flat. I think we're down 5 points. China is opened, so they haven't done anything necessarily crazy. Which is odd because Shanghai is completely on lockdown, which is mind-boggling to me. Shenzhen was first and now them. So that's something to obviously keep an eye out on. 4509 is really a number I'm watching. If we open up cash below that, I think that, I think we start to see some serious downside. I don't know how extended, but I would see that would be a bearish open. Contrary, 45.55 here, that's a pretty big level on Friday's high. So if we open cash above that, I would start to say that we're going to see upside. Then we would look at the 70 level. We'll check out the hourly. So the hourly, here's that 45.02 level. If you can see, it just pierced that and it bounced off that. So that limited that downside movement. I believe that was Friday. My first support pivot is 45.08, so that's in line with the 45.09 number. I would watch that level. That could hold as support as well. Both of these numbers. If we get through these, then we'll start to hear the look at that. There's the 44.77 number. So these pivots are the same ones. This is ES. Joey posts the SPX ones in the support and resistance channel. They kind of ebb and flow with the market, sentiment or market structure, if you will. So, but they have been they've been pretty good recently. They've been holding fairly well. So, make sure you keep an eye on, at least know those going into those for downside move. If we, shoot down, typically we'll stop at one of these levels or near there. If those hold and start to retreat back, then you can take a PCS. Anyway, news-wise, we'll look at Euro. Well, not really that. It's kind of popping right now. Again, Europe's not open. So I think the fireworks tonight will come there. I doubt we'll be around here when I wake up. Europe just got its gas shut off on Friday night by Russia, and Germany's imposing price hikes on foodstuff and retail from 20 to 50%. So there's a lot of mayhem going on in Europe right now. So I think this market is just waiting for them to open up and figure out what they're going to do. They just got beat up, so we're going to kind of see how they react. We could see buying in the equities just because of, if shit's bad over there, they're going to come and capital flight is going to flee into our equities. So just because things are falling apart down there doesn't mean we'll drop. If they sometimes it does coincide, and mostly it does. But if there's true capital flows, then you'll see like a dollar up and equity up scenario, and that's when you know the capital is fleeing Europe into our equities, and that would be a rough sign for them. So we'll keep an eye on the morning open. But again, I guess really what I'm looking at is a cash open below 45.09 is, I would consider that pretty bearish. And then a cash open above 55 would be pretty bullish. If we opened up above, 70, 72 area, that would be really bullish. I mean, that's 40 higher, but in this market, whatever, We have seen some consolidated daily moves, though. So the 120 move, the 100-point move has started to kind of consolidate. We had some people chat on Sunday about the orb room, the second breakout not really working. So to me, that means that market structure is changing. So we got to keep an eye on that to see if these are consolidated moves. Then we're going to have to play, maybe a tighter or closer credit spread to get the premium that we're looking at. But I wouldn't jump to conclusions yet. I mean, this was a pretty big move. That was 90 right there. So I'm not saying it's all over, but we're starting to see some more consolidated days. So keep an eye on that. Again, 4502 is a big level as well. Anyway, so that's about it. You know, between Shanghai lockdown and Europe on fire or lack of fire because they don't have any gas, it should pose to be an interesting day tomorrow. The array's got a double directional change. I'll post that as well after I post the video in the news section. Double directional change just means that either you get a directional change, so we were up 15 Friday, that means we have a down day, or it's a solid move in one direction, which I would probably think that that would be the case tomorrow. Either we catch a bid or we catch an offer and just kind of ride, so maybe a trend day. Again, it all depends on what happens when Europe opens. So when we wake up, again, I don't think we'll be around here. Anyway, that is it, and please trade safely. Thank you.